A Christian high school soccer team in Mesa, Arizona forfeited a match because the other team had girls on it. The other team had driven a very long time, over an hour. There was no warning, but as soon as the team with the girls showed up, the Mesa, Arizona Faith Christian team forfeited. Here's the reaction from the team with the girls on it. Take a look.
It made us proud to be a part of this team and happy that they had our back. And we were happy that we were part of the decision. They included us and made us feel a part of the team. We weren't expecting it, and we had driven an hour to get to that game, and we didn't have a heads up at all.
Yeah.
And then, according to some players on the team, this league has no rules against girls being on the team. And for many years, they had played with girls on the team. And it was only now that Faith Christian decided they weren't going to put up with it. According to a statement from someone from Faith Christian, I know it appears to fly in the face of what everyone is wanting to promote today, and that is equality. It is based on a religious perspective that God created guys and girls differently. We want to teach our men that honor of ladies is just not in sports.
Is that in the Bible?
Like, I don't even understand that.
Dick Buckingham?
Dick Buckingham.
That's
So
such
that's
a great
that.
name for
Yeah.
a sexist dude out of
Or a
Arizona.
porn star.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So I don't remember the part in the Bible where it says, "Thou shalt not play soccer with another," well, football to be more accurate, with a female, and or score an own goal. That is
Right.
not
Yeah.
cool or kosher. So
I think that
putting
part
aside-
is in it, but that's about being homosexuality.
Oh, is that right?
They
Okay,
call that
about
an
the playing
own
with the
goal, I
balls,
think, in
yeah.
Leviticus.
Well,
Okay.
as long as, none of their clothes had mixed fibers, or
Right.
they remembered to stone all adulterers, it's okay.
Yeah, so I literally don't know what he's talking about. And this is the same thing fundamentalist Muslims do. They make up stuff that is not really in their texts. And so there's plenty of bad stuff in all the texts. Like, yeah, you want bad stuff in the Bible. I mean, more than you can swing a stick at, right? Oh, you trick your neighboring town into cutting their foreskin, and when they're in pain, murder them all. That's in the Bible.
That's a good trick.
Okay. And by the way you trick them is you claim that they can have sex with your daughters. Okay, so that's in the Bible. Look
You
at
had me at foreskin.
Okay, so, but funny enough, what's not in the Bible is don't play sports with girls. It's not in there. But there, and it's not in the Quran that you have to cover every inch of a woman's body with some sort of cloth. It just says, hey, both sexes should dress modestly. But guys want power, and so in the desert, the Bedouins are like, no, I think that means you dress modestly and not me, and I'll make up other rules related to that. And this one, I didn't even know about this one. Did you guys know that you're not supposed to play soccer with girls if you're a good Christian?
It doesn't make any sense. I went on their website, the Faith Christian website, and they say about us. You can click on that, and then it goes through like things that they say they're totally against because it's expressly in the Bible. Things like abortion and drunkenness and homosexuality. They say that, and then they have a section about like stuff that's qualified. It's like drinking alcohol, period. Like you can do that, and tobacco. There's nothing against that in the Bible, and it then goes to things like we don't take stances on like political endorsements because that kind of thing is absolutely not in the Bible strongly. And so then you have to double back on their own standards and ask yourself, well, how there was no soccer back then? How could you even cite any justification for this, especially if you say in your own like guidelines on your website that you do qualify certain things that aren't expressly forbidden in the Bible?
You know, the Shia in Iraq, in the middle of the Iraq War, the grand Ayatollah in Iraq issued a fatwa on chess. A fatwa just means a ruling, right? And I forget whether he banned it or didn't ban it. I was amused that apparently he had to check with Allah because chess was not around when the Quran, certainly not mentioned in the Quran. So he's like, Allah, what do I do here? Okay, I mean, we banned checkers the other day. People are pretty pissed about it. And
This one even is more complicated than checkers.
Well, remember before when I said this is the personification of insecurity? It's, oh, what if we lose to a girl? It'll be so shameful. It's
Right.
How many high school football teams have I seen with a girl on the team? So many. This is just so silly and childish and small.
Yeah, and that's what it is. And look, I can attest to that from personal experience. I'm going to keep it 100% real here. that when we're playing basketball and pick up ball, sometimes there'll be a girl on the court, and I don't want to cover the girl. And because I'm, again, keeping it real here and go ahead and, say I'm the bad guy. But there's two possibilities. One is like, you're way better than her and you block her shot and everybody's like, hey, don't be a dick, right? Or she schools you and everybody's like, come on, dude. You're getting schooled by her and you're embarrassing us. Which, by the way, happened last time. Okay, I was at the gym. Turns out she was like a UCLA player, or I made that part up. She was probably just better than me. Anyway.
See, you're already doing it. She was,
she was semi-pro. She was WNBA, whatever, right? Anyway, and she kept raining threes on my head, and everybody's looking at me like, and I'm like, oh, God, right? But that is one goofball in pickup basketball. When you're actually running a high school team, you've got to teach kids the right thing. And the right thing is not God hates playing soccer with girls. The right thing is, hey, they've got girls on the team. It's going to be okay. Let's go do our best, right? And hopefully we'll win. And to Kim's point, I hope you're not actually secretly worried that they're going to win and then you're going to feel embarrassed.
If you feel embarrassed, that's on you. Like, no one... Well, they shouldn't care. No offense, but that basketball story sounds real stupid.
No offense, dumbass.
But I agree. That's why I told it.
Right.
I mean, it's probably because it's a Christian school, and they're enforcing what they believe is the right interpretation of a Bible. I went to a Christian school as a little kid. I distinctly remember in science class when we were learning about magnets, they were like, well, opposites attract. It's the law of nature, just like men and women only. And I was just like, what? And then later I remember being older and eating like my cereal and thinking, oh, that was stupid. That wasn't science.
I'm so amused by the idea of an adult Kim Horcher being like, wait a minute.
I wasn't an adult. I
great.
was just out of the private school.
Oh, that's so fit. You're right. Those are real moments where later you're just like, oh my God, that was so terrible.
It's funny, in Turkish school, of course, everybody does propaganda, but they're teaching my 6-year-old son now about all these patriotic songs in first grade for America and how awesome America is. Like, hey, we're Americans, God bless, right? And in Turkey, they said, Turks never lost a war. And I was like, World War I? And then, but for a while, and the teachers, for a while, I really thought the Turks had never lost a war other than World War I. And then one day, I'm much slower than you, as you can tell, Kim. I think I was in college, and some Turkish army loses to some other army. I'm like, that can't be right. The Turks have never lost. Oh, no. Of course they have! Of course they have! That was just stupid propaganda. There's so much more Young Turks content if you're a member of TYT. Old School, Aggressive Progressives, those are all new shows. You get Postgame where we talk about our personal lives a little bit more. And then you've got live interviews. It's all ad-free. Plus you get the whole 2-hour show. I know what you're thinking.
This is huge.
And it kind of is. TYTnetwork.com/join to become a member today.